Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Dark Council Book Club. It is the Freelancer here with Jake.
Yo, we in it.
Here today with our monthly book club. I genuinely don't know where I can even...
We're here again with our monthly book club. The absolute just dejection you have.
This was a mistake.
This one was not good.
I know you've been really, meh on the last couple ones, but this, I think, was the first story that both you and I quit before we even hit chapter 10.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I might have been meh and maybe not liked some of the stories, but I finished them.
Yep. Whereas I actually enjoyed some of those. Whereas I enjoyed most of those stories. This particular one.
Not good.
So for those who are unaware, we did Star Wars Visions Ronin this month. And at first I thought going into this, this could be an interesting one because this was based off the Star Wars Visions short of the badass Ronin dude who had the cool fight with the lightsaber umbrella lady.
Which, to be fair, that fight scene in the book was kind of cool.
Even more badass when you actually watch the animation. But I will also go in and preface that the animation is literally the first 2 chapters.
Yep.
This 12-minute animation is stretched out over 2-3 chapters.
And they were the best chapters of the book.
That's not even... I don't even think I could give it all of that because they... Well, verbatim did the exact same scene, down to the letter. They added a bunch of stuff that just made it why?
Yeah.
Why?
Mm-hmm. See, when that first scene popped off, I was like, okay, cool, they're bounty hunters. I'm like, yeah, there's a Tusken Raider. I was like, Tusken Raiders aren't bounty hunters. What are you doing? But I'll give it a pass, because this is like a what-if scenario. I'll pass. It's fine. And then as the story kept going, I was like, wow, I don't care. This is wholly unfortunate.
The Jedi serve the Empire. I think that's all the context you need for the train wreck that this was. Do keep in mind, we found out today this book had 44 chapters.
I got the farthest. I got 2 minutes to the end of chapter 8.
I did not even finish chapter 8.
I was almost to the end of chapter 8. Oh my god, it could not hold my attention. It could not.
This was...
I would hit play and I would immediately go, I'd rather do anything else.
This is bad.
It is not.
This straight up was just the fucking Soul Eater disgust face.
Yeah. Here, since you have, I'm assuming, chat open, I will just do this real quick. It's real easy, real quick. Is it? Nope, I'm sorry. I put that in the wrong folder. That's my bad. It's this one. There you go.
Yep.
There you go.
There you go.
It's that
there you
one.
Go, everybody.
It's that. That's me and Freelancer right now.
Awful. Awful.
I call Death the Kid. Get shit up.
Sir. It's alright, I'm too fucking ADHD. I might as well be fucking Black Star.
Yeah!
Because
Oh,
Crafty is
it's
definitely
unfortunate.
Soul.
Yeah. Hold on?
Does that mean Damien's Corona?
Damien's no. Damien's the other one. The one Corona uses.
Oh, no, that's Angel. No, Angel is Ragnarok. Angel is Ragnarok. 100%.
Angel is Ragnarok, but he wishes he was Dr. Stein.
That's true. That's 100%.
He's like,
true.
I'm obviously Stein. Everyone goes, Ragnarok. No, guys, it's not like that. No, Damien wishes he was Maka's dad.
No, he is. No, that's the problem. He is, and for the wrong reasons.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Because I thought about it more like, no, Damien.
Do him dirty like that.
I'll do it again.
Oh my God, we're actually just going off on a tangent immediately because we don't want to talk about.
We don't want to. What the fuck is out here? Jake has gone fucking full hyena on me.
It's so bad.
Jake has gone full hyena on me.
It's so bad here. It's so bad here. Oh, because it hit me like, oh yeah, now we're talking about Soul Eater on our Star Wars podcast, and we're talking about niche things about Soul Eater, like who our friends would be. No one knows who all of our friends are.
Look, I mean, no, most of them. They know pretty much all the ones who we just mentioned, actually.
I mean, yeah.
Because they were all people who have been on my channel before. Angel's been in streams, and Damien and Crafty are in streams and videos.
You're right. Oh, dude, oh my God. My chest hurts. Oh.
Dude, that was the loudest I think I've ever heard you laugh.
Oh my God, dude. And the thing is I wheeled away from the mic and turned away. Because I knew if I laughed directly into the mic, I would peak and blow up people's eardrums. Also, I'm sorry if that happened anyway.
It was so fucking wild, dude. I'll let everyone in on a little secret. This is gonna be a short one. This is not gonna be longer than like hour and a half tops.
This book drives me to conniptions.
So, like I said, we can pretty much summarize the entire first 2-3 chapters as what happened in the animation. We will not disclose it. The only things we will disclose is the fact that apparently the Ronin are main character without a name.
Bad choice. It's a bad choice.
That's a trend that continues for a lot of characters.
Here's the thing, I'm okay if the main character doesn't know someone's name and just calls them something. That's fine. Having the main character also not tell you his own name is insane. That's crazy talk. The only good character in this whole book, I think, is the Traveler. I think he's dope. And I've only got 8 chapters in. He's not dope enough to make me keep reading.
No.
But I think he's cool. Just a dude who's like, yeah, I just tell stories, and I wear a fox mask because you can't see my whole face. Tee-hee.
I also know everything about you, pretty much, because, okay.
I know more than I let on, obviously.
I know more than you do. I know more about yourself than you do. So figure that one out,
self-insert.
Dumbass.
Get good, stupid.
Skill issue. Fuck you. Get fucking rotated, idiot.
All I can think of is the fucking like, man, if you got rid of that yes name, maybe you'd get some Kyber in your cape. Ronin. Oh, I hate it here so much. I'm laughing so hard I'm giving myself a headache.
The universe. The universe is here to challenge us today. We are being challenged on this day in history.
On this day in history.
Everything was bad.
They fucked up.
This day in history, everything was bad. But, yeah, no, so, first, the only things that get added on are, again, the fucking Ronin is haunted by this supposed spirit of their master, I guess. Which is not elaborated on at all.
Nope.
And
haunted by who I'm assuming is the witch.
Either the witch or their master.
It's one of the two.
Or both.
Yeah.
Because he very clearly knew about the witch, who in later parts is revealed to be the reason that the Sith, for whatever reason, the Sith are the good guys here.
I wouldn't even call them good guys. The Sith are still the Sith. They're all about, like, freedom.
Well, I mean, they're
the
main focus in this story.
Yes.
Because the whole premise here is the planet, or rather the system that they're in, I guess, had a big rebellion around the Empire, which, again, the Jedi work for the Empire.
Yep.
And not just like, oh, it's just an empire that lived on this planet. No, we are talking the Galactic Empire, TM.
Now here's the crazy part. They say they work for the Empire. But because this is a what-if scenario, I don't think it's the same Empire we think it is.
No, it very much is, because the Warlord, you remember in the segment where they show up, the bandits that come in on the big fucking tank body?
Yeah.
Yeah. The tank body is the main body chassis of an AT-AT. That they put on treads.
No, I'm sure they have all of the same tech and everything. I don't think it's the same Empire.
Well, I mean, it's not even the same Jedi and Sith, so you fucking tell me!
Yeah, that's true. Who the fuck knows anymore?
Because the Sith started a rebellion that caused the Empire to be freaking slaughtered, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
A single man rose up against the Empire and broke the ways of the Jedi clan, as they called it. And then decided to form the clan of the Sith and went against the ways of the Empire. Ended up nearly succeeding until they were forced out and all killed by one single dude who betrayed all of them. And then their special temple, where the secrets of the Jedi and Sith lie, has been locked away by an evil entity that was only ever identified as the Witch.
I thought for a second you were about to say Zowildo, and I don't know why. But somewhere in my head, I thought you were about to say it's run by Zowildo, and I'm like, well, why would you say that? My brain's fried. It's already fried. I laughed too hard, my brain's messed up.
I mean, dude, that, like I said, that was the laugh. That was the hardest I've ever heard you laugh. That was insane.
Ooh.
Like, there was pressure behind that laugh.
Yeah, it physically hurt me. I
imagine. Yeah, this story's summary could be someone on Reddit's really bad fanfiction about Star Wars.
Yeah.
Who doesn't know dick about Star Wars?
Yeah. I think that's the worst part.
It's very clear.
It feels like a fanfic from someone who's never even, like, read or seen Star Wars. Because they heard the words in Star Wars and were like, oh, hey, I know what an empire is like. Like,
do you though?
Do you though? I know what a Tusken Raider is. I've heard of them. You're like, yeah, they're not bounty hunters. Not even close. I'll give you a Grand. That's fine. Grand can be bounty hunters. Absolutely.
They literally built a droid with a head that looks like a Grand's head.
The droid also looked like a Grand?
The head does.
I thought it just was a droid. I thought it was like an IG-88 type shit.
So it has like a... So they're weird in some of them. They have a, like, 3PO style body. But their head looks like a Grand's head. Because if you remember, there's one of them, Forlom, in Empire Strikes Back, is one of those. He is a LOM... He is an LOM droid, which are a series of droid that use a sort of 3PO style body, but their head is more insectile and looks like a Grand's head.
Yeah.
Or Gand. Not Grand. Gand.
Yeah.
The Gand's head.
Gand, okay. Yes, that I get. You're saying Grand head, and I'm like, that doesn't seem right.
No, Gand. I'm stupid.
Gand, yes.
See, we're both fried today!
It's bad! This book has done terrible damage to us.
Horrible, irreversible damage. The damage is done.
The damage is bad.
Why did I decide on this? Why was this the book I decided on?
I don't know. I thought maybe because you're like, yeah, it sounds cool, and you like the animation, so maybe the book would have been cool.
I mean...
And that was all the thought you put into it.
It's probably as far as I got, honestly. That was probably as far as I got.
I like the animation, and they made a book. We should read it.
I mean,
oh, man.
by all intents and purposes, the Ronin episode was easily one of the, if not the best, of the initial wave of Vision's animated shorts. Of all of them, it was easily one of, if not the best.
And I can believe that, because samurai are cool.
And Jedi Sith in the first place were all inspired by old samurai movies.
Yeah.
Like, that's George
so
Lucas.
It's a match made in heaven. It's fantastic.
That was George Lucas' entire logic behind making the Jedi and Sith. Was he enjoyed old school samurai movies, and he wanted to make some badass space wizards who were based off the fighting styles that most people from that age used. It's why back then the fight scenes are choreographed the way they are.
Yeah.
They're not the over-the-top
strikes and side swipes. It's all slashes.
It's all slashes, very little stab.
And then you get to the new stuff where it's like, nah, dude, flips are where it's at. Because everyone likes Darth Maul.
On top of that,
yeah, we do.
Well, on top of that, they've also gone beyond just samurai fighting styles, and have actually gone into some Western fighting styles, as emphasized with Count Dooku's fencing style, Form 2. Like, and Vision's cool entire thing was, like, paying homage to where Star Wars came from. Like, part of its origins was based on the old samurai movies, so let's let the people of Japan go make Star Wars stuff. That's Vision's entire thing. Yep. At least the first and the next season will be. The second was just, hey, we got a bunch of people who want to make Star Wars animations. They're not from Japan, but here's some stuff from a bunch of different countries. Here's a bunch of different animation styles. Enjoy.
Yeah, here's cool shit.
There were maybe 2 or 3 that I found enjoyable. Of the 7 they showed off, there were maybe 2 or 3 that I actually found mildly entertaining. And one of them was from the people who made Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah! Cheese on the moon. Cheese on the moons of Endor.
It's even better because it was like this whole promotional thing for like the New Republic Starfighter Academy. And Wedge Antilles was their like big promotional dude. So seeing them try to do Wedge Antilles in that parodied style was awesome. The entire thing was one big parody, so I don't give it all the seriousness that it probably should.
Yeah.
So it gets the pass on being a complete satire. It's a complete fucking comedy parody. Like, it's not meant to be taken seriously at all. Less I could be said about some of the other ones people made. There's another one made by, I think it was like a Chinese or a Korean studio, that was also really dope. It's probably like the only anime style one in that whole list. And again, I think it was like a Chinese or a Korean style studio. It was pretty dope because that one had like pretty cool premise for like, let's have Jedi in the old school times, like when Sith are actively running rampant and we've got Jedi posted all around the galaxy. Let's have this new young Jedi go hunt this new dark threat. Like, that was dope. It was a cool one. There's a bunch of ones that were also featured in later part in the first one that were really good. But yeah, like, and that's kind of why I thought giving this book a chance was going to be a good idea. I don't think the person who made the book had any idea of what the creator who made that animation did.
Probably not.
Like, he watched the first episode. He watched that episode, made it like the first 3 chapters, and then decided, so where do I go from here? And that's where it all fell apart.
Yeah.
You went from there. Had you made this a manga, I probably would have forgiven you. But you didn't. You did this.
It's your fault.
Who's the author of this one? I'm gonna pull it up real quick.
I don't even remember.
Emma Mako Candon.
Who did the writing for the animation?
I'm pulling it up now.
If it's the same writer, shame on you.
The episode produced by Kamikaze Doga.
Produced. Who's it written by?
Writers. Mitsuya Asusaki.
All right, so yeah, totally different writers. Okay, so someone took the animation and then made a fanfic about the fanfic.
With the director being Takanobu Mizuno.
It's a Maristroika doll of fanfics. I don't like it.
Yeah, it's bad. This was not... There's a lot of regrets to this one. There are a lot that I have.
Yeah.
I mean, there's normally a lot I can forgive with some of these that don't... Like, when you watch the animation, you can kind of get an idea of where this would have been posted to get some vague and hopeful idea of where this would have been timeline-wise. But then you read this... Then you go and read this fucking book, and you've lost all context. Because the story doesn't even know what it's doing anymore.
Yeah. Never had that happen in a book before, where the people who wrote the book lost the plot.
It's so bad.
And they lost the plot so quick.
First,
not again. We didn't even hit double digits in the chapters. There's 44 chapters in this book, and they've already lost the plot by chapter 6.
Yeah, it's not. I'd say even before that, chapter 5 is when it all starts kind of crumbling down. The rips in the fabric of reality start to show here.
Yeah.
Because it's then when you're established that there's some fuckery that's going on about the Jedi and the Sith and the Empire. And then you realize, what are you talking about?
I'm sorry, I don't know.
Sorry, no hablo inglés.
No habla, whatever the fuck this is.
Do not understand.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
I wish I could say something nice about this one beyond just what got featured in the animation, but I can't. I genuinely can't.
The idea is cool.
The idea is cool.
I like the fact that like
someone actually decided to take Samurai Jedi and Sith.
Yeah. Well, also I like the idea of the way they like portray the Force.
Mm-hmm. Where it's like the flow of the currents of dark and light.
Yeah, that's cool, and the fact that he's a Sith, he can see them. Like, that's cool. That's dope.
It is a cool concept, admittedly.
Because everything else is like, I feel the Force. And this guy's like, I can fucking see it.
Yeah, he can. It's like freaking Jujutsu Kaisen type bullshit.
Yeah, look, Black Flash.
Hit him with the boogie woogie.
9 consecutive Black Flashes.
Hollow purple, motherfucker. Evaporate.
Oh my god. That is the one thing I will give it. Like, it had a bunch of
I
like,
alone
cool
and the
ideas
Ronin
and concepts. Yeah. Like, shut up. No, but they have like a bunch of cool concepts. They just didn't marry well together.
No, and that's the problem. It seemed like they tried to pin a lot of anime-style tropes into this, and it doesn't work.
There's a lot.
Like, the whole bit about the Traveler. The Traveler as a whole character is a problem.
Yes, he's my favorite, though.
And that's fine.
He's my favorite because he's a problem. I look at him and I go, you don't belong in Star Wars. This is kind of cool.
You are
I think I told you, like, while we were, I don't think we were streaming or anything, I think we were just talking, where I was like, you can feel the weeb in this book.
Yeah.
The weeb is tearing at the pages trying to get to you.
It's trying to smother you in its weebness.
It's looking at you like, you ever been to an anime convention? Like, get away from me!
Talk from me, demon!
Who's your favorite waifu? And I go, it's obviously Rin. Shut up, you know.
Get out of here!
It depends on the era we're talking about. Are we talking about the before times when anime wasn't cool? Obviously, that's Asuka. Come on. Fight me in the comments. I haven't had a good Evangelion fight in a comment thread in a long time. Fight me in the comments. It will just end up being name calling. I will tell you right now.
No, honestly, there
will be no actual arguments. I will just say, no, you're stupid, and that will be the end of it.
You know, I was about to hit. You know, for classic vibe, I wouldn't have actually initially gone Asuka. I would have actually gone with Faye.
Okay. First off, obviously Faye's the best choice out of the two. Like, Faye Valentine, peak, dude. Okay, you know what? No, I'm gonna go even fucking farther back.
Oh, we're going even farther back.
I'm going farther back. Aisha Clan. Get out of my face. She's the coolest. If you don't agree with me, you're wrong!
I feel like you've shown this character to me, like, twice, and
don't worry. I'll get you another one. It was from one of my favorite animes of all time, Outlaw Star. It's 12 episodes, it's dumb as shit, it doesn't make any sense, but it's fun.
It's that, like, space deity level stupid.
Yeah, it's so good. Images for Aisha Clan. Give me images. I want to see her face.
Maybe it's appropriate.
Yeah, there she is.
Maybe it is appropriate. We're freaking talking about
She's so cool.
It is appropriate we're talking anime in relation to Star Wars Visions.
Honestly, unfortunately, yes. You are correct. That that is actually important. Do-gooder. Maybe she's a. I mean, she does good, but she doesn't do it right. Open image and new tab, and come on. This is like Tenchi Muyo levels of old.
I'm aware. I remember. No.
There you go. Aisha Clan of the Katara Empire.
No, wait for that motherfucker
dope.
to...
She's dopey shit.
Yeah.
She turns into a big cat lady.
Yeah.
And I don't mean like cat lady with like little ears and she's just tall. No, like a feral beast cat lady.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
And she does that in a wrestling match. It's so fucking funny. The first time you see it, it's during a wrestling match. Ah, fucking love Aisha. She's so cool.
Yeah, it seems like one of those kind of weird trips like that.
Yep. So here's the thing. You have two of my favorite things. Big lady.
And cats.
No, macchiato skin. I don't think you understand. I don't care that she's a cat. That doesn't mean anything to me. I may hang out with furries. I am not a furry myself.
Well, I mean,
however,
we hang out with Damien a lot.
We do hang out with Damien a lot. However, Aisha can get it. 100%. Every day. Not only can she get it, she will take it by force. She, if she wanted it, I could not stop her.
That is entirely
emotionally, I couldn't stop her. Also, physically, I couldn't stop her. I think at one point she lifts up a car and throws it, and she's not even like big cat form. Like she's just really strong. Fucking love Aisha. She's so cool, and she's dumb. Which
I thought about this as well when it came to the whole Ronin thing.
Yep. Yeah, we need to get back on track.
I don't think outside of like the one time he's fighting the old lady, we ever actually see the Force being used.
No.
Outside of his fight with the old woman, I don't think there's a single instance of the Force being used beyond him like seeing the currents of black and white.
No. The Traveler force pushes the dead lady when he's hopping on top of when he's getting into the ship.
Oh, I completely missed that one then.
Yep.
Like, that's one of those, I think I let my brain space out just kind of listening to it.
No, the Ronin actually says it was very precise. It wasn't like an overwhelming force like he's used to seeing. It was very pinpoint and precise.
This shows how much more attention he paid than I did.
Which is wild!
Like, normally I'm the one having to be in these situations. Normally I'm the one having to direct Jake to this specific moment, but no! Nope!
Nope, my turn. My turn. We do it for the bad book this time. That's on me!
Do it for the bad one. Bad one, it's Jake. Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, no, like the Force gets used during the fight with the dead girl before she's dead. Because there's a bunch of Force pushing going on there.
Here's the other thing that also gets me. Other stuff that is stuff I can actually talk about with this book for like the whole 8 chapters we read. The whole 8 chapters we listened through. His lightsabers.
Yeah.
So...
yeah, let's get into that.
So, the Ronin's lightsabers. He has one that... the hilt is, of course, styled like a fucking katana, because of fucking course it is.
Yup.
We gotta go all in on the samurai aesthetic.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But the thing is, the blade is always active. Which is...
I don't think you actually got far enough in there, either.
No,
the blade, the hilt of it? I'm
aware, because I'm getting to that.
Okay.
I'm referring to that, but then the other part is that he uses the scabbard as a way to contain said blade.
Yup.
And uses it also as a tool to throw opponents off, thinking it's just a regular sword.
Yeah.
And then the scabbard itself is also a lightsaber.
Yup. Don't know why or how, but yeah.
And we come to find out later that because the lady he kills in the beginning of the book, who comes back, again, assumedly by the evil spirit woman who is like chasing the Ronin and also chasing her, I guess. I don't know.
I actually think they're two people. I'm sure we'd figure it out farther along in the book. I think those are two separate people.
You think so?
Now that I'm thinking about it, I think those are two separate spirits inhabiting two different people.
I have no idea.
Because I think the Ronin, like the one in the Ronin's head, he thinks, yeah, she's trying to kill me. Obviously she is. But I think she's actually been trying to not get him killed, but she doesn't know how to, like, be nice.
Because Sith.
Yeah, because Sith. So she's actually like, I don't actually want you to die, which is why I tell you about all these things that are around you that are trying to kill you, but then I make fun of you.
Because you're
just like, yeah, she's trying to get me killed.
Because you're just a pretentious, rude little shit.
Yeah.
Always have been.
Oh, you've always been a little bastard. I'm trying to help you. Is she trying to kill me right now? Fucking die!
I knew it!
I'll strangle you, you piece of shit!
Reach through the fucking forest and then you'll feel the black current.
So I'm thinking they're two different ones. Because when he got onto the ship, she like warned him like, hey, don't actually hurt these people. What are you doing? But he took it like, I think she's just trying to get my guard down so these people can kill me.
Like, stop it, you arrogant little brat.
So I think that one is probably actually his master. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think that's actually his master, and the one inhabiting the dead girl is the witch.
You think so?
I think so. I'll never know because I'm not reading the rest of this.
Nope. Unless we go.
Someone in the comments tell me if I'm right or not, because I'm not gonna look it up or find out on my own.
You know what? I got a way we'll resolve it, just for our own fucking stupid curiosity. We'll go through and do the fucking plot synopsis. We'll go through and look the fucking plot synopsis up.
Oh, you're gonna make me read?
No, I'm gonna read.
Oh, you're gonna make yourself read? Awful. Bad choice.
Do it for the content.
Choice.
Do it for the content.
Choice. Do it for the content, baby.
For the content.
Do it for the vine. Before it fucking died.
Oh no. Let's, because we're not gonna have the time to pad this out with the full story, so we might as well look at the fucking book.
So, before I derailed Drew, what he was talking about is that the saber was always on, and it gets stolen by the dead girl, which I do not remember her name. I don't remember anyone's name. Cora. What's her name? I don't know.
Cora.
Cooler. So it gets stolen by Cooler.
Damn it!
It gets stolen by Cooler, and she takes it apart. She's like, it's always on. She stuck it like the hull of the ship that she was on to like just keep it safe so it wouldn't stab her. She eventually takes it apart and can't find out why it was always on. None of the parts are broken. No idea why it was always on. Because before she took it apart, she couldn't turn it off. So she took it apart. And when she put it back together, it turned on and off at will. She's like, I don't know what was wrong with this thing. And then as she's looking at the blade, the voice in her head's like, yo, take a look at the hilt. What does that look like? And she's like, this looks like a Jedi heirloom blade. Like you would get if you were a Jedi scion of a family. what the fuck is this? And then she like remembers like there was a story of like the Sith that killed all of the other Sith had an heirloom Jedi blade that he made to like look like regular Jedi blades. And like it was like, okay, so he was a Jedi and then turned Sith like the normal Sith did, and then killed them. I don't know. I don't care. But like, yeah. So that was the story of the blade. I think that's chapter 7.
Like 7 or 6.
And then chapter 8, I don't remember a whole lot of, even though I almost finished it. Chapter 8 was a lot of like, they're back. It's the Ronin's perspective again, and this was post the training sequence. I think this was when he had like a night. Dude, oh my god, my brain is so fried. He had like a nightmare where he had killed some, like he's having a nightmare of all of the other Sith he's killed in varying ways. He wakes up, then the pilot comes in and is like, hey, I just want you to know, like, I think you're a piece of shit, but I think I know why you're a piece of shit, so I'm not going to hold it against you. And that's about where it left off for me. Like, I didn't finish it from there. Now we kick it back over to Drew, who has the plot synopsis. And is, I'm assuming, currently skimming through it all to find the juicy bits.
Yep. So,
and by juicy bits, there's not a whole lot in this because it's a real dry book, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's not great. So, so pretty much after meeting up with, there's actually some sparse bits, at least from his perspective, because I'm gonna jump between each perspective essentially to find out about the individual parts, because his part, also I was correct, the Sith lady whose name was Kodu.
Okay.
Kodu was her name.
Call her Cooler because that's way funnier.
Yes. So they pretty much that they're hunting. So again, it's like we get the whole thing about the old woman attacking the Ronin with the Electro staff. He talks with the chick on the ship and talks with the pilot, and then we also hear about the Traveler explain that they're hunting a Sith witch who was resurrecting the dead. So it was the witch who resurrected. So it was the witch in that scenario.
Yes, but we don't know if the witch is what?
If it's his master as well.
Yes.
So part of their travel, they're setting course for the planet Decian in search of a shard of the Kyber mirror of the Shinsui Temple, which the Ronin had previously hidden in the Sekar caverns. En route, he stays there. They're training with the old lady. He's able to completely disarm her and all of that. And eventually he finds a crate full of Kyber crystals that are contained within various religious artifacts.
Yes.
He's interrogated on why he and the Sith had betrayed the Jedi, and they reveal, and that the pilot actually reveals that she was a citizen of the place where the Jedi, where the Empire basically had their temple or whatever, Reizu.
Yep.
And they were pressed into the Sith army and taken off-world to fight on the front lines shortly before the planet disappeared. Ronin apologizes and tries to make an excuse, but can't because his sins were too numerous and they're starting to catch up to him.
Yep. And
he does end up building a He does end up building a new lightsaber for the one he lost to Koru, and revealing that his new lightsaber hilt is able to extend into a staff, apparently.
Oh, that's cool. Cool weapon.
The Ronin then passes time with the Traveler, who told the Ronin stories about how the crew had come together and repeatedly cheated in their games of shogi. Because apparently we have to include actual real-life games. Because, again, we don't understand Star Wars.
Yep.
No Dejarik this time. Or
what they did,
weird equivalent they'd make up.
Yeah. What they did is they just took everything they could from Japanese culture and threw it into Star Wars.
They arrive on Dekian. They find wanted posters of the Ronin already all over. They are avoiding detection by having him disguise as an auteur actor. What the fuck?
Amateur actor?
Nope, that is not the word there.
Ooh.
An auteur actor who was considering taking a role in a holographic performance where he would be playing the Dark Lord of the recent Sith Rebellion.
Ooh.
While en route to the caverns, he overheard gossip from rich dignitaries about the disappearing bodies of fallen Jedi, and how it might signify the return of the Sith Witch, who was presumed dead. Ronin found himself arguing for the valor of the Sith cause, and had to hold his tongue so that he would not let his anger get the best of him, blow his cover. Fowler stepped in, defused the situation, pretending to be the Ronin's assistant. When the crew spotted that Lord Hanrai and his entourage were also pilgriming to the Seikara Caverns, they decided to avoid him. I guess Hanrai is some other character relevant to this story. Apparently he's a male Jedi who became a Jedi Lord.
Oh.
Okay.
Yup, because that's Light Lord of the Jedi. That feels gross.
Really kind of makes you wish they would have just called him Master Jedi, wouldn't you?
Yep. I like that way more than Lord of the Jedi or Lord Jedi. Ugh. I've played too much KOTOR and SWTOR to not think Lord means Dark Lord. I've been in too deep into Star Wars.
We're too far down the rabbit hole that this is painful for us. And that's why we're not enjoying this one. And that's why we didn't enjoy it. Because it's actually for the normies who don't understand Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I don't get that.
Unfortunate.
They go on, they try to avoid Hanrai, and while they head to the caverns, the Ronin became concerned by the Traveler's secrecy and offered to tell them the story of how he got his jaw prosthetic if the Traveler revealed something about himself in turn. Ronin revealed that he had been shot by someone he had betrayed and did not defend himself, though he did take his blaster. Before the Traveler could reveal something of their own, the coast was clear and they moved into the cave system. Within the caves, Ronin plunged himself and the Traveler into an underground river, following the current to a graveyard. Traveler revealed their face to the Ronin in order to properly glare at him. The Ronin pried them for more information about their past, which the Traveler delayed. Eventually, they came across the grotto where the Ronin had left the shard of the mirror of Shinsui Temple. When they realized that the shard was no longer there, the two fled, but they were intercepted by Hanrai before they could reach the exit. Honrai addressed the Traveler and challenged them to a duel. When the Traveler protested, Honrai drew and attacked anyway, and the Ronin drew his own blade to defend the Traveler. Wow, the Jedi really are as pretentious as they are in canon.
They really did it.
Ronin found an even match in Honrai, who attacked with the strength of a wave and deftly defended against all the Ronin's own attacks. Ronin was briefly distracted when Chie dragged the Traveler off a ledge. He attempted to use the Force to soften their fall, but was interrupted by Honrai, who attacked him and revealed that Chie had been secretly working for him. Ah, so the old woman was a spy! That's why she was trying so hard to kill him. Their fight was once again interrupted, however, when the ceiling of the cavern burst open, torn with the Force by two of Honrai's entourage, who had been killed by Koru, and were now Sith demons.
Oh!
Ronin stopped fighting, was caught in trance, staring at the undead, the unnatural consequences of what he had helped unleash on the galaxy, causing his mind to fall into disarray. Honrai and his entourage used the opportunity of the Ronin's fugue state to take him prisoner aboard the Jedi Dreadnought Reverend. Don't know what a Jedi Dreadnought is, but it sounds cool.
Sounds like a Sith Dreadnought, almost.
Almost. Also, the Reverend is a really cool name for a Jedi ship.
Yes.
The Ronin came to it in his cell, where he was guarded by several pairs of Jedi, each fully immersed in opposite aspects of the Force. The fuck does that mean?
It means they're gray Jedi.
In order to counter any power that he might try to use. While talking back to the voice in his head, a young Twi'lek Jedi guard named Yuhiro overheard him and asked him about his identity. They talked for a while before Chie came to take the Ronin to Honrai. Honrai challenged the Ronin to a game of shogi and offered him tea. As they played, they discussed the Ronin's history, both his initial Sith rebellion and then his reason for turning on the Sith. The Ronin explained that the vision he saw in the mirror of Shinsui Temple caused him to abandon the Sith, and in turn, Honrai revealed that he had found the shard that 10 years ago he found the shard of the mirror that the Ronin had hidden. He entrusted the shard to his student, the Traveler, with a mission to find the lost planet Reizu. He had not heard from them until they appeared alongside the Ronin in Seikara Caverns. Honrai offered the Ronin a place by his side in the coming Imperial succession crisis. He especially wanted the Ronin's help dealing with the Sith Witch who had been raising the dead. Honrai left the Ronin alone with the two undead Jedi who had been captured and Yuhiro as a guard. The Ronin told Yuhiro that he believed the only truth was suffering and violence, and that he would not join Honrai. The Ronin used the Force to destroy the hull of the Revenant underneath the cell blocks the two Jedi were kept in, launching them out into space. Apparently that's all they've got as far as story for him. So I'm not... At least that's what's here that I'm seeing. Because I can't quite find a fucking plot synopsis for this.
Crazy. It's almost like no one's read the book.
Synopsis. See if I could actually fucking find one. And if it's gonna take forever in a fucking day.
Yeah. That's what happens, dude.
Even better if it's not gonna load at all. Awesome. Well, I guess that's pretty much all there is to it. That's all I'm willing to freaking dig up, because if they don't have the rest of his story, I'm not gonna bother.
Nope.
If poor old Wikipedia can't even keep up with it, then I'm not gonna bother. It clearly was not a story we were meant to know the end of. Because in the first place, it seems way too contrived in the way they displayed it. Like, oh my god.
Would you find more? Or you
No,
Or have you given up that hard?
I've given up that hard.
Understandable. It sucks because like this book has cool shit in it. It's got cool ideas. It's just not done well.
This is one of those instances. It's a GT syndrome. It's GT syndrome. Cool concepts, poor execution.
Yup.
It's Dragon Ball GT, exactly the same way. Especially looking back on it now. There is a ton of cool shit in GT, but it's all executed badly. That's why GT has so many problems. Because otherwise, GT is actually pretty cool. There is actually some really good stuff to GT. However, it just doesn't do a lot of the stuff well. Like, Pan as a character just kind of falls apart within the first 3 episodes.
Yeah.
Her entire character crumbles by the 3rd episode. So, like, the first 2, you actually start to be interested in Pan because you look at... Because she's supposed to be, like, this younger girl trying to be... trying to feel more mature.
Yeah.
She's out here trying to feel more mature, and...
She's the opposite of Kid Gohan.
Yeah. Whereas Kid Gohan just wants to live in reality, she doesn't.
No, she's like,
she's
dude, I got these
like,
sick powers. I want to fight you. Look, she's Goku. She's Goku, but little again. And then little Goku happens again.
Well, the other part of it is she's actually the perfect mix between the two because she's willing to adhere to the whole like normal lifestyle, but she's also like tired of people thinking she's younger. She's like 14, which is wild considering how you look at how she's portrayed.
Yeah.
She looks she is canonically 14 in GT. However, she acts like she's 10.
Yeah, she looks and acts like Kid Gohan, not Teen Gohan.
Yeah. Like.
And then I guess you're right. She's grounded in reality like Gohan is, but she's still got the feistiness in her of Videl.
Mm-hmm.
So Videl in her is like, yeah, I want to fight guys.
Which I'm sure is only amplified by the fact she's got some Saiyan blood running in there.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But her whole thing crumbles because she starts being this really bratty little kid. And like impetulant and bossy and just annoying.
Yeah, just downright unlikable.
It's real bad because I know there was potential to give her something there, and they just kind of throw it away.
Yeah. Yeah. And
much like this story.
Cool
much like this story.
Yeah. I like the idea in GT of like, no, you use the Dragon Balls too many times for dumb reasons. Now they're angry. You're like, that's cool.
The Shadow Dragons is a good concept. Like, overusing the Dragon Balls finally has consequences.
Yeah, that's dope. You know what sucks, baby?
No. See, the one that sucks.
You can't tell me I'm wrong.
No,
baby
see, I can defend Baby. It's Super 17. I can't defend.
You can't defend Super 17, dude. He's a park ranger.
No, he's he's evil. He's possessed by by Gero and Dr. View. He's forced to overdo his programming and goes off to kill Krillin.
Krillin, you're banging my sister, and now I don't like it. Before it was fine, but now it's bad, and you have to die.
You've made my sister weak. You have to die.
You made my sister weak and pregnant, and now she's a mom, and I don't like it.
Because he also tries to, like, hypnotize 18 into working with him.
Yup.
And it's Krillin who breaks that fucking mind control, which is why he kills Krillin. And it's kind of fucked, because he just, like, initially it's just like a beam through the fucking chest, and then he just explodes him with a double key blast. Like, Krillin gets fucking Piccolo'd, and he gets hit like Piccolo in the Namek Saga. Fucking beam through the chest.
Krillin gets Piccolo'd is insane. Krillin gets Piccolo'd and then Yamcha.
Like, it's double Yamcha, because again, he just, like, double key blast him. And that's what sets 18 off, because then she fucking fights him as well. She's the reason he runs off. And then meets up with the other 17 that Mew and Dr. Gero made in hell.
That is such an insane sentence. They made an android in hell.
Except it's just 17 again.
Oh man. Fuck. Don't ever fucking change. Oh, this shit's so funny.
So fucking stupid, dude.
They made an android in hell, and it's just the same one they made on Earth. Oh my god, that's so fucking funny. Oh. Wow, this this book club went off the fucking rails, dude.
I mean, our shit usually ends up going off the rails one point or another. This one just happens to be one of the ones we're purposefully doing it.
Yeah.
Yes, we don't.
It's on purpose.
What the fuck are we supposed to say? We've already talked about everything.
True. Oh my god. What should have happened is we should have finished the book, but like, I can't.
It's awful.
I can't do it. It hurts my feelings, and I can't do it. Oh. So have you given more thought into the next book?
Yes, there is a little more thought that's going into this next one.
It's good.
Because I think at this point, that's all I can say at this point is what our next one is. I don't think there's much else I can add to the story here.
I don't think so. I think this is about it.
I think this is as much as I can give. So, we're gonna go ahead and end it off here. This is pretty much the end of our book club episode.
1 hour book club.
This was a short one. It's not... like I said, it's only gonna be like an hour and a half tops.
Yep.
But we're gonna go into our next one, and... you know what? We did something bad. Let's jump into something that's probably mildly better.
Okay,
let's take a step.
Visions in it. I'm going to judge you.
Let's go back. Let's go back about. Let's go back from canon about 4,000 years.
Oh.
Well, a little less than 4,000. We're gonna go and read the Star Wars Old Republic Deceived book.
I think I actually have this book. I already have this book. Fuck yeah.
We're gonna go and do Star Wars The Old Republic Deceived.
This is... okay, so this is after the Revan book.
Yes. This is the Malgus book.
Okay.
So this is actually... this book is actually where they based the Sith intro trailer for Old Republic.
Okay.
Because the first, like, dope. 4 chapters are that whole scene in way more detail, and it adds so much more context that it's so much better.
Okay.
Like,
done.
the scene
Easy.
is badass as it was,
Yep.
but that adds so much more context to it that it just flushes it out and makes it so much cooler.
That's fine.
Also, we've got our boy Mark Thompson narrating it, so...
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, dude. I am such a huge fanboy for the Old Republic.
Yeah, we have not done a lot of talking too much about the Old Republic, which will hopefully get fixed in the future.
Yeah. Future.
But that is going to be our next book.
Technically, the past.
That is going to be our next book. We're going to read it off. It'll be... What is it? The 25th of May? When we have that one? Yes, the 25th.
My calendar. Yes, the 25th.
It is the last Sunday of every month. So make sure you tune in for that. And then while we won't have a podcast episode this coming up Saturday, we will be starting our... we also won't have a Borderlands stream either, but we will be doing our Star Wars Bounty Hunter playthrough that night. That night, me and Jake will be on streaming Saturday at the normal times to do the Star Wars Bounty Hunter playthrough. And then Sunday, for Star Wars Day, we will be doing our playthrough pretty much all day, running the Oh, you missed Republic Commando, Nick. That's already done. Yeah, we did that one.
In a day.
We did that in a 7-hour sitting.
It was dope.
It
dragged a little bit at the end, but it was dope.
It dragged a little bit, but the video is up on YouTube. You can go. The VOD is up on YouTube. You can go check it out there. Full playthrough is already then.
Yep.
The playthrough's already up.
Public Commando was dope.
That was a fun one.
Fun game. What a fun game.
Outside the crashes and the obscene fucking deaths we had, was actually not that bad a run.
No, it was pretty good. What was the one I was just thinking of? It's not Dark Empire.
Dark Forces?
No, not Dark Forces.
Shadow of the Empire?
Shadow of the Empire. Yeah.
You think that will be the one we do after Bounty Hunter?
Hell yeah, dude.
I think that probably is going to be the one we do after Bounty Hunter.
Fucking love Dash Rendar.
I want to do Bounty Hunter because on the 17th we'll be having our Bounty Hunter topic, and we'll have Tales of the Underworld to talk about as well. So I'll kind of smash the two into one video.
Hell yeah.
So we'll get to talk more about Ventress, and we'll also get to start talking Cad Bane a bit.
Hell yeah.
Is kind of the general lore of bounty hunters in the Star Wars galaxy. That'll be the 17th when we do that, because I won't be around the 10th either to do anything, because I will be out of town.
Understandable.
But I will be back by Tuesday for birthday stream, and hopefully trying to get some people together to do a bunch of Warhammer gaming afterwards. Because I want to try to get a big Warhammer party going.
Hell yeah!
I figured that'll be my big monthly. That'll be my big monthly itch scratch for 40K stuff. Because I've been doing Dawn of War. I've been doing a lot of Dawn of War, so.
Dawn of War is pretty dope.
Been doing the playthrough of the first one right now. It's been a pretty interesting time so far.
So not the expansions, the actual playthrough of the actual.
I'm gonna do the expansions once I finish the base story.
Okay.
But I will do those, and then me and Damien will be doing Dawn of War 2 together. We'll be doing the co-op campaign for that one.
I'll tell you this right now: the expansions for Dawn of War have nothing to do with the story.
I am fully aware. Aware they are completely standalone stories.
Yep.
Because fucking Winter Assault is Winter Assault is the one that it's just a big grand campaign thing?
No, Winter Assault is actually an expansion. Like that. Okay, so like that one is actual story.
Because it's Winter Assault and Dark Crusade are the actual expansions. Soulstorm is the one that
No, Dark Crusade is grand campaign.
Dark Crusade's the grand campaign.
And then so is Soulstorm. It's a different grand campaign.
Weird.
Yeah, the Dark. I almost said Dark Forces again. Jesus Christ.
Dark Crusade.
The Necron one, Dark Crusade. That one takes place just on the planet Coronis.
Mm-hmm.
The Soulstorm one takes place over a sector.
Mm.
So it's like 4 different planets.
Gotcha. Well, I will be playing that. I'll be playing all those, so you will get to see it.
Hell yeah.
Space Marine 2 when?
I'm curious as to who
I've got
when you
Space
doing another playthrough of it.
When I find out when Space Marine 3 is coming out. Probably.
Unacceptable.
Shut up. I've already done one playthrough. We're not gonna do it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do another one anytime soon until Space Marine 3. Until Space Marine 3 gets announced, I'm not gonna do another one. So.
But did you do the playthrough as a stream?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, then never mind.
The streamed and then posted over. It was streamed over and then posted as a VOD.
Okay. Okay, I guess. Free pass.
So I will probably redo it in the future now that I've got a better graphics card, and I won't have to chug through the one scene with the one mission that was bogged down by Ripper Swarms.
Yeah.
Because that was awful. Dude, I've never seen a game chug harder in my life.
I know what game you need to play.
What?
I need to look up, make sure I got the right name for it. Hold on.
He worries me sometimes when he does this.
It's not that one. It's not that one. What's the other one?
He's digging. He's digging through a library. I'm aware they've added new operations, Nick. I don't have anybody to run the operations with. I tried to get Rogi in to do it, but now Rogi could never fucking make the time to do it because Rogi's on Pacific time.
You should play Starship Troopers. Not Extermination, not the RTS one. Oh. Original Starship Troopers. It is a first-person shooter.
Is that a game even on Steam?
I'm not sure. I know it's on GOG.
Oh man, you're gonna make me dig out my GOG account.
You should play that though, because that game came out in 2006. And if you want like a game that has so many enemies on screen for a 2006 game, that's the one, baby. It's so much fucking fun. It is a surprisingly solid first-person shooter.
Does Space Marine 2 have crossplay? Yes, it does. Again, I don't have anybody who plays it. I don't have anybody who is willing to play it with me. Because after I stopped playing it, all my buddies got into it, and I don't have the space to maintain it until I get that second hard drive.
I forgot about the fucking quote-unquote hot springs episode of Outlaw Star. Right. We're gonna close that tab.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
That one was unaired on TV.
Well, we're gonna go ahead and end this off. Make sure everybody hits all the buttons, does all the things, and until next time, everybody, this has been the Freelancer signing off. Until then, goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.